it off. So tell us where you at. Tell us about what's going on right now. Where you at? What you doing?
I'm in Germany, promoting my little, record right now, Rhythm and Gangster. I got Game out there opening up for me. That's my young homie, representing the CPT in the West Coast. We just out here just fucking it up, doing what we doing, letting motherfuckers know that the West Coast is fully loaded and fully with it.
Okay, and you just dropped your second single, That's Good Blown. Do you have a third one yet?
Yeah, we probably gonna drop Signs, the one with Justin Timberlake, to go for the pop crowd. You know me, cause I'm already so gangster. I ain't gotta keep it gangster no more. I done did that my whole life. I'm gonna go pop one time, try to cross over, you know what I'm saying, get me a Grammy or something, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, and the 213 record dropped last year, but it didn't really get promoted like that, and it just...
Yeah, but to me, some records is made not to sell, but they made to touch your heart. And that's what that record did. It was one of those heart-wrenching records that it's like, for example, like I could listen to an Eastside record and say, wow, this record didn't sell 3-4 million, but 3-4 million motherfuckers bought it. And 3-4 million motherfuckers got it, and they know it and understand it. So it's not about the sales, because sometimes a record label don't know how to handle the product. And my thing is, Warren G, Nate Dogg, and Snoop Dogg had a great time making a record, and motherfuckers love and appreciate it, and it is what it is.
What I want is why y'all didn't get down with Dre on that record?
He didn't get down with us.
Are we gonna see that happen though? Detox?
Anytime soon?
I'd like to. I mean, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Dre, my nigga. I mean, he the reason for all this shit that we do as far as West Coast rap. So.
Yeah, I think that's the most requested collabo right now. Brian and Snoop back together.
Well, me personally, I wanted to do a whole record, me and him, called Break Up to Make Up.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's what I'm pushing. I don't want no. I ain't got nothing against what he trying to do, but I'm not. My interest level is more into me and him, locking up on some me and him, giving the people what they really want. But you know what I'm saying? Just like I make my records, and sometimes he feel like, this ain't the right record, dog. You should let me. That's the same way I feel about him. But I still support him, and he still support me. So at the end of the day, we gonna keep the West Coast moving. When we decide to do the Snoop and Dre record, whatever, I'm ready for it.
Okay, and you mentioned East Side. What do you think of
That T-shirt right
the
here?
T-shirt right there?
Oh, that's your opinion. That's the way you feel, man.
Yeah,
Represent
no,
what you feel.
What's your opinion on it?
I ain't got no opinion.
Do you think we'll ever hear East Side together again? Snoop and the East Side?
I don't know. You gotta talk to the East Siders. They didn't want to, be in business with me no more. They thought I wronged them. So, me personally, I ain't did nothing but help niggas from day one. Open up doors, give niggas my spotlight to help them create their own spotlight. And at the end of the day, it created bad blood because, a lot of shit was mishandled, a lot of information was, misread or whatnot. But at the end of the day, they know I love them niggas and I was down with them niggas like they was my brothers, like they was my homies, and treated them with respect and never tried to do nothing wrong and just led them the best that I knew. And at the time, it was like Snoop Dogg was already the king of the West Coast, already millions in the game. Nobody knew them. I kicked down doors to get them in the game. So whatever they did with theirs and how they did theirs, best wishes to them, you know what I'm saying? If it's meant for us to get back together and work, God will make it happen. If not, I don't hate them niggas. I love what they do and how they do it.
Yeah, you spoke of the West Coast movement. What you feeling on the West Coast as far as new artists right now?
I ain't really got my ear to the street. So I don't know. I'm in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Listening to my music, making what I'm making. I know Superfly got some gangster shit he finna come out with. You know what I'm saying? Real pitted. I know the Lady of Rage is working on some shit with Boss Lady Entertainment, my wife. Oh yeah.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
that's tight.
You gonna be working with her again with her?
I got like about 4 or 5 songs I did with her. She working
tight.
at my studio.
Okay. And is Badass and Snoop Dogg possible in the future?
Badass, that's my little homeboy. Let me tell y'all like this. I don't have a problem with nobody. Every nigga that I hooked up, that I did something for, I gave a nigga opportunity, I love all them niggas the same way I did from the beginning. Now, if they got bad blood towards me, that's the way they feel about me. But I'm open to fuck with everybody, including Corrupt, after he get his motherfucking attitude together and get his life right.
Wow.
Sure, that's good.
Okay. And go ahead.
Go ahead. Let me just take one there.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned that you work with everybody again, and you work with a lot of different producers on your new record. But will we see you go back to work with Battle Cat, Meech Wells?
Yeah, me and Meech finna get something cracking when I get back home. Battle Cat, my nigga, I love him to death. Fred Wreck, you know what's happening with me and Freddie. You know what I'm saying? So I try to. It's just like this. I try to do so much to keep so many niggas involved. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to my record, I never just say I'm gonna do a Snoop Dogg record with this one producer. And I ain't fucking with nobody. I ain't letting nobody rap on my albums. I don't never be selfish like that. I always got a record with 17 producers, 15 rappers, niggas that ain't been heard in 20 years, niggas that ain't eaten, who would have never gave him a shot. From Compton, LA, Inglewood, Watts, New York, Brooklyn, Queens, down south, everywhere. I fuck with everybody. That's why motherfuckers look up to me as the godfather of the game, because of the way I present it. And it's like, it's crazy the way you look at it and say, well, the West Coast is back. Nigga, we ain't never went nowhere. I always made records that sold. I always made records that did their thing. I ain't never put a record out that ain't never sold 2 million records. My worst record did 2 million.
Yeah, right. Like, what do you think about when like people say Snoop Dogg needs to go back to the gangster shit from back in the day?
G-Funk.
I tell them, when the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. I tell them that. Because that's the motherfucking gangster record right there. And I ain't had a record like that my whole life. That record right there feel good to me. Drop it like it's hot. Respect the new. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers should appreciate the new instead of always dwelling on the past. Because a lot of shit from the past can't be duplicated. I know Marvin Gaye and Curtis Mayfield, when they made Superfly and, Mercy, Mercy Me, they was like, damn, we can't outdo these records. But shit, they still went on to make records that was just as hot.
Okay, and as a last question, is there any specific reason that you only performed 2 tracks from your new album at the show and did nearly all the songs of Doggy Style?
Yeah, because over here, the people, you got to get them what they know. You know what I'm saying? And I got that much, shit in my catalog to where I can do that. You know what I'm saying? The average rapper can't come over here and do some 5 or 6 songs off his first album, 2 songs off his third album, 1 song off his 5th album, 2 songs off his album that's out right now. I can do that, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta know and understand what you're dealing with when you're on stage. It's a difference from coming over here, rocking the house, and coming over here and tearing the motherfucker up.
Yeah.
And I don't just rock the house, I tear the motherfucker up. When I leave, they don't talk about, well, when Jay-Z was here, or when Busta was here, when Luda was here. Motherfucker, Snoop Dogg left this motherfucker with his footprint in your mouth to show a nigga how a rapper supposed to rap, how a Mac supposed to Mac. What I say, Ted, how a pimp supposed to pimp? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. And motherfuckers know, on some real shit, y'all seen it with your own 2 eyes. That was a show for your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, I was happy with it. All right, that's about it for the questions.
Can we get a little drop?
Yeah, a little shout out for dubcnn.com.
That's where the interview's coming up.
What up? It's the king of the motherfucking West Coast. Big Snoop Dogg. Coming at you from dubcnn. Yeah, where they give it to you raw and exclusive. Nothing but gangster shit. Oh, Rhythm and Gangsta, the album, it's in stores right now. We getting close to 2 million records, so all you motherfuckers that ain't got it, go get it. Everybody that got it, I love you. In a real way, keep typing up that shit. My cousin Dad's a fool. I be reading the shit he be saying on there. He's a goddamn fool about it, and I'm down with him. So whatever he down with, I'm down with it too.
All right.